over. Back on the ice is Cicek as Curran fires just wide. Here's Jordan Gavin now on left wing. Back to 5-on-5. Goodell with a swing and a miss. Scores! It's a big one to give Tri-City the lead once again. Goodell a swing and a miss, and the Rockets thought they had it, but kind of like the Andrew Crystal goal in the second, it just hopped over the stick of the defenseman and right to Max Curran as he's got the open net. Now Jake Sloan forcing a turnover. Puck is loose. Max Curran to the goal. He scores! Big goal late in the period as Max Curran's got goals in back-to-back, and it's a 2-0 Tri-City lead.
It all started with a great forecheck, Bosch. Number 15, the captain, Sloan, gets hard on the puck as we get a chance. Well, it looked like we were going to get a chance to look at it again. And a nifty backhander finishes it off by Max Curran.
Slided ahead, was looking for Hodnet. Smith breaks that up, and Jackson Smith now takes a bump in front of his own bench. Gets the puck ahead for Max Curran, right circle. Wrist shot, he scores!
I could feel something good was going to happen there, Bosch, as Goodell and Curran.
For Jordan Gavin, goal line feed for Sloan. Bouncing puck around to Gavin again. Back behind the goal, looking for Sloan. Silvertips converging on him. Sloan works it to Gavin. Here's Zemlak over to Curran. Right dot with room. Curran waits, now looking. He fires and scores! It's a fourth power play goal for the Tri-City Americans. Max Curran with his fourth goal of the year makes it 7-4. This game turned right around, back in the favor.
Now Buchkowski, pass it to the middle, intercepted. Curran walks in, he scores as he sneaks it underneath the pad of Kelton Pine, and it's 3-1 for Tri-City.
Side for Alec. Alec fakes the shot and takes the shot. It's blocked. Rebound for Curran. He'll send this down the ice and score.
Berg, Kovacevic, and McKenzie. Shot off the draw. Rebound, they score. Max Curran will give Tri-City their second lead of the game, capitalizing in the blue paint.
Yeah, shot off the pad of Jackson Unger. Kieran right there.
Curran caught from behind. Knocked down. Curran picks it up again. Tries to center, and that was intercepted. He had Savin Verk heading right to the back door. Now a turnover. Max Curran down low, cutting to the goal. In the backhand, he scores! 8th goal of the season for Max Curran as Tri-City answers back again, and this game is tied at 2.
Great job by Max, able to pick the pocket of the defenseman. He would have picked up a penalty.
Josh is chased out from behind the goal. His pass ahead looking for Curran. Curran, nice move to get control. In on right wing. He shoots. He scores! They've done it again! Second goal of the game for Max Curran, and we are tied at 3.
Well, this is Max Curran's best game since going back to his final game last year in Seattle.
Smith on left wing. Over the Seattle line. Smith stops up at the half wall. He'll swing the puck in deep. Savin Verk in behind the net. Center scores! What a pass by Savin Verk. He finds Max Curran, who makes it 3-1.
What a shift for Gavin Verk, who came back as the high guy, turning it into a 3-on-3. As the T-Birds came down, forced the turnover.
Down low, pass comes across, and now broken up as Carter Savage slides it ahead. Tri-City 2-on-1 shorthanded. Curran on left wing, he waits, now he fires off the post. Curran says it was in. Americans are celebrating, and it's a second shorthanded goal.
Yeah, that puck hit the back bar, and
Sloan behind the net. He'll backhand it up the wall to Terrell Goldsmith. Walking to the middle, Goldsmith trying to hook it down to the goal. Scores! Tipped in front by Max Curran for his 12th goal of the season, and the Americans have cut it down to a 2-1 game.
Jackson Smith D2D for Alec, and now Curran up the middle. Draft pick of the Colorado Avalanche in right wing for Sloan. Tried to return it to Curran, slapped away by Roberts. The centering feed comes in front, and Hood couldn't quite smother it. Puck still free. A bad angle shot, they score. Curran threw it to the net for the far side boards, and somehow it squeaked through, and they strike first. The Americans do 134 into this one.
To him. Couldn't pull the trigger on the shot, or a diving effort by Miller as he tries to get that puck out of the zone. Minute to go on the power play. Curran dangling, shoots, scores! Max Curran, power play goal, puts it through a high screen from Max Pshenichka.
Anisimowicz pressured by Aktuka. Was bad anger on Ace collision, but there comes Tri-City. It's Smith with Curran. Jackson Smith, shoulder save, rebound, Curran scores! Rebound, Curran right in the middle, and Curran ties the game at 1.
Curran's 15th of the season comes at the 10:24 mark. Ravensburger makes the initial save. But there's a rebound. Curran is Johnny on the spot.
Now swings in the middle to Curran. Curran winds into Cougar territory to the left circle. Curran shooting and scores! Max Curran goes to the 5-hole of Ravensburger, and the Americans lead 1-0.
And this one certainly will count for Tri-City. Curran had 3 points in the 4-3 Tri-City loss on Friday. Here on the Americans, a third shot of the game.
That is how you respond after giving up a goal. Great shift for the Americans, minus the breakaway for Spokane. Now Tri-City again. Curran on left wing, heading to the goal. Jake. Max Curran, his 17th of the season as Tri-City takes the lead again.
Gillespie's got to hurry out the right side. Gets it on right wing. Pancratz can't clear. Adam kicked it in. Shot save. They score. It's just sent in by Curran. Pilon made a great right pad stop. But again, Curran in there for the rebound.
Yeah, I mean, it's a tough one there. It takes a crazy bounce off a stick there. Honestly, Pills does a pretty good job reading that and getting his foot out for the initial save. And there's nothing really he could do after that.
T-Bird net. Comes back to Smith up top. He'll work it left to right to Verk. Back to Smith. Pressured in the slot. Sloan. Drop it to Curran. He'll snap a shot. Scores, and we are tied. A power play goal evens this game up for the Americans at 10:34.
Well, Jackson Smith makes that one happen. He stick handles around 2 Thunderbirds defenders. An aggressive penalty.
Time ticking down, 1:20 to go in 4-on-3. Smith through center ice. Passes over to Sloan. Sloan rink wide. Here's Wynot skating in. Back to Sloan. Right circle up top. Curran the trailer. Fires. Stopped by G. Rebound. Curran scores! They finally broken through. A power play goal for Max Curran. His 21st of the season ties the game at 2.
Well, you can see that coming. It was a great first shot by Curran. Good setup. Curran whacks it on, and then a big kick and rebound by G, who's been very good.
Ryan Grout takes it away. 45 to go. Portland low to high. Slap shot by Chizowski, gobbled up, and this one's pushed to center ice. A skate race. Jugnoth tries to lock it up. He does. Back to center. Curran scores. Verk stays with it. Great effort. Tyson Jugnoth. 33 seconds to go. Max Curran puts it into the empty net, and a 4-2 lead for the Tri-City Americans.